back here again. Gonna do some Elden Ring. I'm working on other things, but I'm definitely gonna finish this one. I was gonna go to Sacro, which was the game that came out. That was not Sacro. It was Ghost of Tsushima. That one was the one that came out. It was after Bloodborne. It was Ghost of Tsushima, the biggest title, and then I think, or was it Neo? Neo came after Sacro. Sacro I know was shortly after Bloodborne, and I know that Ghost of Tsushima was shortly after after Bloodborne. Yeah. Many of them were after Bloodborne, and then it was Ghost of Tsushima. Then I think it was Sacro Shadows Die Twice. Then it became Code Vein. No, well, actually, I think no. Code Vein was after. Yeah, there was downloadable content after Ghost of Tsushima, so there was. Yeah, I still have to reallocate my stuff, so sorry for the failures. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna go ahead and invite someone. I actually got a real person recently to my YouTube, and but anyway, what I was saying was I'm gonna get back to doing Elden Ring. I should have had this trophy a long time ago. I did do the Dark Souls, Demon Souls, and Bloodborne game. The Bloodborne game and the Demon Souls game and the Dark Souls series. And then when Ghost of Tsushima came out, it didn't look like it impressed me that much. And then Neo came out after Sacro. I didn't do Sacro. And there was probably downloadable content stories after those games. Because the company from software did a lot of season passes during Dark Souls. Right now, I'm doing some catching up on Neo and on Elden Ring. I'll probably get to Sacro. Yeah, I also did For Honor. I played the beta of For Honor. I was gonna get the full game, but they said no. Don't bother with that. I'm gonna work on all the titles. I just finished recently Valkyrie Elysium. and that one was a great game. I did notice a feeling I could have gotten from it, which was tired of playing it, but I don't let those things get into me. This is what I was supposed to stay on, so I'm in this one. It's not gonna happen. Oh God. I'm still back on Twitter. I'm still safe. I'm still alive. I'm still the same person. I'm still Ragenarker on the devices on the screen. While on PS4, I'm on a different location. Yeah, sorry, yeah, you can hear from me again. Whoever would like to hear from me again. Oh, here's a summoning pool. Yeah, I got you. Okay. So, this is the same. Oh, what I was saying about this game is it still continues on further from Dark Souls. It's just and then I played Nioh 2. Nioh 2 is really good. That one, in one setting, you can choose two weapons, two physical weapons, and I chose a katana. It starts off, not to compare, and I'm sorry for saying this, don't get mad at me, I'm only trying to give you an explanation. Nioh 2 started off to me like Kingdom Hearts. It gives you the story, and then it gives you the weapons on the ground to choose. And I chose the what was it that are they? I don't remember. Nunchucks. I remember. It'll get to me. I chose the nunchucks. What one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles uses. It's the two sticks with the chain in between the two sticks. One of the Ninja Turtles uses it. I think they're called nunchucks. The other weapon I chose was the Uchigatana, which is a very thin, long sword. It's in the Masamune it was in the category of katana, so it's an Uchigatana. And then the other option is skill wise, like an arts. The other option was an arts, and I chose the magic. And I got a little far in Nioh 2, and this was earlier today. Yeah, I was gonna do Sacro, but a lot of people, there were a few people telling me that it wasn't. Well, one person said it wasn't that good. Nioh 2 I liked, and although it's not to compare again, it's like Lords of the Fallen. The PS4 Lords of the Fallen, because there's another one I found out on PS5 called The Lords of the Fallen. Don't get those two mistaken, because one is with the word the, and then the other one is just Lords of the Fallen with a guy's face who's bald, who looks like Stone Cold Steve Austin. Not showing, not to be disrespectful or mean or anything. And those Lords of the Fallen has something that that game had. That what game was it now? Well, anyway, it was a great game. Wait, hold on. It's just gotta get those stuff back. The Lords of the Fallen. Oh man. It was Sacro. Yeah, one woman said something was really bad. They said that the game had oh, there we go. That Neo 2 had the pacing that was that you had. It's the same. It was the same with the with Lords of the Fallen. That you had to connect your character's pace so that it matches the pace with your human body, meaning you using the controller, and then you have to connect your pace with the controller's pace with the pace of the character with the pace of the enemy in front of the game. And when you connect it, you then can easily move around the enemy to strike it because you connected the pace. That's my skill was quite off because I couldn't handle the connection between my character's movements and the movements of the AI. The artificial intelligence is what AI is. I couldn't connect it. But Neo 2 is a great game, definitely a great game. Lords of the Fallen is a little harder to catch its pace compared to the Neo 2 game. But those two games are both connected in that you have to run when they strike, and then when they're about to strike, I'm sorry, like right when they wave their hand upward, that's when you have to move. But sometimes the problem is that they move right when you move, when your character moves to the right and they're moving their arm up to your character's left to strike your character, they turn toward your character and they hit the character. So that's the thing with Neo. And you have sidestepping, you have guard, and obviously, it's definitely a game that is a role-playing game. So you have your weapons, you have your skills. You have blocking with the sword, and then you have the other blocking, which is dashing. You have a button to dash to the side, left stick and circle to dash. And it's a great game to check out. The only thing is, most of these have, and then there was Code. At some point, there's Code. Oh yeah, Bloodborne had the old Hunters downloadable content. I stopped doing the Souls, like the From Software titles back then when I was doing the Bloodborne downloadable content. Like, not during, it was after I finished, after I got that last weapon for the weapon trophy to 100% the old Hunters downloadable content in Bloodborne. They released Sacro, and then I said, I'm not doing this again, I feel too sick. And then, now I'm sitting here on Elden Ring. Yeah, I can tell you, yes, I can tell you why Final Fantasy never came up into the Platinum. I had a feeling of doing something else during the time I was doing Final Fantasy Zero HD. That one was at 80%. I had to get 300 chocoballs from their egg not to hatch for a trophy. And I said, okay, I'm gonna do this. And then I remember having a little bit of a headache. But then I went to play something else, and then I was like, oh, this was good, this was good. But I did finish the story, and I had to do 4 playthroughs of for all the endings and for the things I wanted to collect. And then there was Tales of Berseria. I remember someone from Final Fantasy community, she said to me, you're gonna do Tales of Berseria? And I said, yeah, I'm gonna do Tales of Berseria. So then I went off and did a side quest. My character kept getting killed because they weren't strong enough, and then I left. And then I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and buy all these games, and which are the Tales series, which is Tales of Berseria, Tales of Vesperia, Tales of Berseria. Now there's Tales of Arise. I think that's the latest one. I was let me see. But I was doing all these games one by one, and then I noticed that I started mounting up on top, and then my friends wanted me to play what they wanted me to play, which was what they played, and then I did that. And then just recently I got a friend of mine who's playing the Chocobo Mystery Dungeon, which is the same game that I did not finish from the year 2016. I'm still on that one. I'm still doing the Mystery Dungeon in Chocobo Mystery Dungeon. I'm still doing I still have the Coliseum like I do on Chris Mills. I did Valkyrie Elysium, which and then I did Solstice. My current work is the Valkyrie difficulty on Valkyrie Elysium. I hope to see the rest of my journey complete. I don't know if I'll get up there too, because there's still no online play for Chocobo Mystery Dungeon. Yeah, there's for that one, and I have to have somebody send this in my room, especially for the internet. No one's allowed in here either. No one's allowed to say shh to me here either. I heard a shh, and a voice inside me got angry, so they should stop trying to mess with me. But anyway, I'm still doing good. I just got a trophy today for visiting a character. I put it up on Twitter, but I took it down because, well, I can't really be mentioning my Twitter stuff, and I don't understand Apple having to be secret thing about trophies. Because really that shouldn't offend anyone. And I apologize if I do offend anyone. I'm only showing off these things because, well, it's an opportunity, and also because those trophies can be shared for the social media network. And I just got a Warhawk's Talon, which is pretty good. That's a weapon. Use that later. By the way, I'm sorry if I'm taking so long. I'm just playing the game. Compared to Dark Souls. If I was able to stream Dark Souls, you all would have seen how much better I would have been doing taking down these enemies and not being stuck in one area all the time. Also, wait, hold on. So, is there anything else? Anybody else want to know? I didn't finish Bloodborne, and I don't know if you're joking. You mean Visceria? I didn't finish Tales of Visceria. There was a lot of cooking and things in order to get Tales of Visceria finished. And then I played that one was pretty sick. I've been lately hearing my sister. My sister doesn't need to be here anymore. My sister moved out. I do have an older sister. She was protective, and she didn't want me to do the things I wanted to do, and I believe that she was too caring. She wanted to get to the point of caring for me so much that my body died. And that's not gonna happen. Yeah. I think the care is getting a little too strong. But at the same time, right now, I'm also feeling that the care hasn't been connected too well enough. Like, it hasn't softened up between other people. But I can't talk about other people. And don't yell at me. I hope I don't get in trouble. Right now, I'm just gonna see if I can get some experience points. This has the same playstyle as Dark Souls. With video games, I don't really have a favorite because every now and then they come out with makes me want to say that one is my favorite. But I don't say video games are my favorite. I can't say that. I mean, I like the magic in White Knight Chronicles, and I like looking at the areas. Well, I like the design. Like, I like the of Elden Ring, and I like using magic in Elden Ring. The only thing is, I don't want to see the same soul arrow just bigger every time I advance. I want to see at least a purple soul arrow after the first blue one I get. Or no, the first blue one that's there for me. You know, I want to see like other different magics, but company hasn't done that yet. Company has only been changing little things like this. Like you see this? This was a blood stain in Dark Souls. This wasn't like this. And I don't even have. They're not Souls on. It's pretty the same. A lot of games are the same. That's why I'm not that player that plays different, because I know those games are all the same. I finished Final Fantasy titles because I liked story. I liked seeing how people were between each other and people they hated each other, and that was definitely something that was worth my time. And it was definitely a good earning. And soon, Final Fantasy 16. Final Fantasy 16, yeah, we're old. And there's no telling us to grow up, because people who play video games and grew up with video games are grown up together already and are married. Video games are probably married to each other, because there's a PS5 with what do they have? No, I mean game-wise. Let's see, we have Valkyria Elysium is a child to Valkyrie Profile 2, Somaria, and Valkyrie Profile Planet. And the grandma and grandpa are, or the grandpa, or the grandma, is Valkyrie Profile 1, which I don't know what the name of it is. It's probably Valkyrie Profile 1. I never played the first one. I never played the first one. Same with Diablo, I never played the first Diablo. And I haven't played the first Neo. I just don't think the second. So, oh, I found out something too. Stephanie Justin is in a PS5 game called Solstice. She is the main character of both Lute and Briar. She voices both Briar and Lute in the game, but as the two girls. Briar is the main character who is a warrior. She uses a sword, but she has powers. And then there's Lute, which is a little ghost, a female ghost, kind of like Casper. I don't know if you remember Casper. He was a ghost, but he wasn't a fighter. This little girl, she fights like Casper. So, and you get power ups, and you go through places. And it's a lot like kids. Again, not to compare. Don't bash me for comparing. It's like Devil May Cry. That's how Solstice is. You really check it out if you're into that. So if you're into Devil May Cry, but with a dark theme, and I don't mean dark theme as this type, I mean like something a little bit more like Darksiders 2, playing as the main character Death. The story of the four horsemen. Four that led, that it was a Bible, it was 9 in total, but there was 5 that led, but somebody told me it was 9, but there was only that there was 9 horsemen, and then in the real story there was 4 or something. But anyway, if you play Darksiders 2, the one with Death, that one says that he I'm sorry, not that it says he or anything. It's that type of medieval, or that type of like dark area is how Solstice is, but it has chapters. Darksiders 2 did not have chapters. Devil May Cry had chapters. I don't remember how many chapters. I think it was 20 chapters. But Solstice has a little bit more. It has 24 chapters. 25 chapters. I'm sorry. Solstice. When you go through one chapter and when you go through one chapter, you unlock the next chapter. It works exactly in the same mechanics as Devil May Cry. However, however, no. If you play the game, let's say on chapter 15, but you need a couple power-ups, you can exit out that chapter 15 and then go to chapter, I don't know, 10. Get a couple more crystals, because you can get blue and white crystals, not white crystals, blue and red crystals, and you can trade in those crystals to Briar. Briar is the warrior that uses the red crystals for her power-ups, and then the blue crystals, you can exchange those for loot. Loot is the blue ghost. So once you have powered up from doing chapter 10 multiple times, you can then go to chapter 15 and then do chapter 15 and then go to chapter 16, and you can keep going that way. And that's how Devil May Cry was. If you don't remember how Devil May Cry was, the video game Devil May Cry, it was exactly like that. That you have the chapters that you keep going through, and if you needed power-ups, you can replay the chapter. You can go back, but when you leave the chapter, you have to start it over completely. So if you were on chapter 15 and you made it to the boss and you needed power-ups or medicine, and you forgot to pick them up, or you ran out during the way, you can exit the chapter, go to another chapter, keep farming for it, and you can get not different, and you can get a lot of medicine. You can stock up completely. You can get all of, not all, but most upgrade skills until you reach chapter 24. So that's how Solstice works. It's really good, and the trophies are a little bit difficult too. That one tells you to start getting S ranks on every you have to get S rank on every battle. S rank, I'm sorry, not S rank. You have to fully power up both characters. You have to do all the challenges. You have to do every difficulty except the easiest difficulty. You have to complete the game in initiate difficulty, and night difficulty, and in Chimera difficulty. Oh, and in Transcended difficulty. There's a trophy for each one of those. There's a trophy for seeing an unknown character who they talk about, who you'll find out. And I don't know if there's going to be downloadable content for it or season pass for it, but who knows. I have to check. They probably recently put it. The game is not too old. Just came out a couple days ago. I've already done 3 playthroughs of it. It's really good. I was gonna aim for the but then I was told to go and do the Valkyrie Elysium, and then I was told to go to Neo 2, and then I was told to go back to Elden Ring, and now I'm here on Elden Ring, and I'm sure if I stick with it, because I really want to play for a while. I already made it to the Platinum and Valkyrie Elysium. I just need those 2 trophies, and alright, I won't do it if it's just gonna have those 2 extra trophies. But I did Hilda's Vengeance. That I did. That was interesting. It wasn't hard. You just have to make sure you collect everything along the way, and you have to make sure you take those detours, and definitely take those detours if you plan on doing it, because if you do not take those detours, and you won't come across the treasure chest for the medicines you're gonna need for what's up ahead. And make sure you power up the weapons too. I haven't done anything surprisingly hard, other than final bosses. I did collect all of the weapon power-ups for Briar, but I did not do. Oh yeah, I did also collect all the ones for loot, but I didn't collect the Rapture ones. I have to figure out more ways of getting the Rapture ones. But I did also. I probably unlocked them on harder difficulties. I do have to do all of the challenges. Oh, and I have to also complete all the challenges on S rank. So it's a lot. If you've seen the trophy list for Valkyria Revolution, it's exactly the same thing. All this stuff is on the PlayStation console after you connect it to the TV. Like this stuff is. Well, the games are at the electronics store. All of this is at the electronics store. When you connect it, when you get it in your house and connect it, like connect the TV and the system, you see all the trophies and all of the information. Right now, the trophy section is not something hidden from anybody. It's out there. It's just people don't even see it. But the list is on the TV. Hold on, I got the wrong charger. Yeah, I'm also not allowed to bring anybody in here, but let's see. Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil myself the trophies I'm gonna get, but all of the electronics, the games, like the DVDs, the digital copies of games are on the store, but you have to make an account. You have to get the game, and then the game I already got on the store. Like, well, the store is already there. It's just you don't have access to it until you connect to the internet. And then in there are games, and then once the games is purchased, on the main menu, after you move the controller to the trophy section, you'll see the trophy section there. I've never hid trophies from anybody. People know about it. And all of the knowledge is right on the screen, the TV. But you have to unlock it, and you have to find out about it. This stuff isn't something that is magically gonna appear all in front of you. I'm still trying to understand the question of who are you when someone asks me who are you. Right now I'm playing as Ragenarker here on the There we go. Sorry about that. I got disconnected. Anyway, sorry about that. I got disconnected. Anyway, Stephanie Houston is the voice actress of Briar and Loot, and she was Quiet from Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain, who was the sniper. If you remember Metal Gear Solid 1, Sniper Wolf worked with Quiet. According to a cassette tape that I think it was, I forgot who it was. Was it Samuel? I don't know if it was Samuel Ocelot or Solid Snake. But Solid Snake, well, in the new in Metal Gear Solid 5, he's called in Metal Gear Solid 4 he was called Old Snake. I don't know what he would be in 5, but if they continued it from 4, he would still be Old Snake. Yeah, probably Desert Snake or Ancient Snake. I don't know. Legend Never Dies Snake. I don't know. But he was talking on a cassette tape saying that Quiet was working for Sniper Wolf. It's a little spoiler. Quiet was working for Sniper Wolf. But this was way back, a long time ago, and he says that Quiet wasn't somebody to mess around with, and that she could join Solid Snake, but there was a point in time in Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain where Solid Snake had to face off against Quiet, but there was an easy method that people did that even I did too, now that I remember, that you can drop a chopper's care pack, a helicopter's care package right on her body and win the award for beating her in a match of guns. So that was but then I went back and I did the challenge without it, and it was hard, but I passed it. I did know I didn't know it was something that was going to happen. I didn't know. And the new Crash Bandicoot, there's another trick too, that you can walk along the rope. You can have Crash Bandicoot jump on top of a rope side, and you can make him go all the way to the end of the stage, so then you can unlock the next stage and continue the next stage. That's what I found out in one of the Crash Bandicoot games. It's it's also in the trilogy. They did not fix that glitch. And that glitch isn't even a glitch. It's a part of the game. It was a field where there was like a white icicle glacier that it was it was like a circle of ice that the character goes onto the ice, and then he runs and walks on the bridge. And then there are monsters in front of him. There are creatures and people and things that throw things on that bridge to push Crash Bandicoot away. But when you first get on that land of ice, you can go to the left and then make Crash Bandicoot jump on a pole, and then make him walk forward on the rope, and then there's another pole, and then it goes all the way to the end. There's poles all the way up until the end, and there's rope all the way to the end of the stage. And you keep going, and when you continue walking on that rope, you make it to the end of the stage where there's a circle, and then on the right, you jump on top of the circle with Crash Bandicoot, and then he unlocks the next stage, and like it says next stage unlocked, and then you go, and then that circle takes him to another place, and then he shows up back to where he joined into that location, and then there's a circle number 3, and then you can join in on circle number 3, and that was, I think, a second stage, and that was the Crash Bandicoot that was not fixed with that glitch. Oh, and Popeye still doesn't have his wife. If you know Popeye, he's still fighting Brutus. He needs his wife. The developers need to change that story of Popeye. Popeye, I know it's a tradition. I know people love that story. But some people just have to realize that at some point Popeye has to get that wife. He cannot be stuck up on that mountain. They gotta, there has to be some change or something. They can make downloadable content. I know games are, for the people who made Popeye, I'm pretty sure that they have a hard time making games. And I think they, maybe with the help of other people, they can make a little something where me and get together, because I still think it's wrong. For them just to be that long, and for them to be apart for that long. My sister, she's a lot better in real life than well, she's a lot better in real life. I stay here. Remember that my sister is just a person who clearly doesn't agree with me and is only interested in the game. And this is a year and a half ago. We'll see how much I get done. Yeah, I don't mean to mention my sister, and I know I'm being pranked right now. It's been a while, and I don't like being joked to, because I'm not a person who makes jokes funny, and I still haven't found something that's funny to me. And the days of the past that I have laughed, I don't agree, unless if it's something that's really funny. But anyway, so yeah, I'm still stuck on this area. I don't suck at this game. I don't care about this game. This game is this game is just as good as Dark Souls. This one has just even fewer. No, it feels like Dark Souls 1, because it feels like it has the same amount of content, a little less content than Dark Souls 1, but it's like in the same like in the same. It's in the same arena than the same. What do you call it? Like the materials in the environment have the same amount, but it doesn't have the same amount of NPCs. Like I feel like this has a little bit less. I feel this game has a little bit less conversation, less dialogue than Dark Souls. But material-wise, environment-wise, all of that, I feel it's the same as Dark Souls. Not to compare. Alright. So, yeah, these eagles are not trained with little barrels. That's something that's never been seen before. Well, it's been seen now these days, because a lot of people kept playing this game. They got a. There was one person that got 100% in it. There was one person from Britain who was in YouTube. He still runs YouTube channels, and what he did was he went on and he started playing every time. Well, when I got in contact with him, I got in contact with him on Twitter, and he doesn't remember me much. But I went to his chat a couple times, and it said, "Good to see you." You know, it was very polite toward him. And I remember when he was playing his video, it's a 24-hour stream of Final Fantasy. He shows off on that video every single Final Fantasy game from 1 through 13-2, and when he was playing during that time, I met him. He was playing Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13. I didn't remember him playing I'm sorry, not that I didn't remember him playing. I didn't know everything that he played after, but one day, a couple of days ago, I went back to his YouTube channel and I found him playing. No, I found him not playing. I found his list of trophies for Elden Ring because he told me that he finished Elden Ring. And what about Sacred Shadows Die? Oh, that one is that one's a lot like Ghost of Tsushima, Neo, and like that one you have stances, I think. That you choose your stance, like in Neo and in For Honor. Neo 2 was the one I played. I still have to. I'm gonna buy Neo. I'm gonna buy the first one because it's just. I don't like playing a second game and not knowing anything about the first game. And there's not an old computer that's old enough to play Diablo 1. I would get Diablo 1. I still haven't gotten Diablo. Sacro is a good game, but yeah, Sacro Shadows Die Twice. I don't know about Sacro. I saw only very little gameplay of it. Let's see. Elden Ring came. Oh, that's right. I was talking about Code Vein that in before. No, I'm talking to the microphone on the video to make this video because I was told to bring back videos for some odd reason. I guess somebody really wants to talk to me because I hope they're not messing with me. Sacro was after the Old Hunter's Bloodborne content. That's yeah, which that shouldn't count because it's Bloodborne is Hunters. This information, it's written in the Wikipedia pages. That's where it is. That's where it is now. Before, when I went on Twitter, a lot of people said, "Oh, this game is going to be announced, and it's coming out this day, so and so." And then people went to, sorry, I didn't mean to say so and so. They went to the store, they bought it digitally online, You can find these games either on the store after making an account. You can talk to your friends with a subscription, and you can also meet. You can meet countless people. Final Fantasy is from California, and it was made in Japan. That's Asia, yeah. There's more video games coming. Don't know how many. After Sacro, I don't understand why you're left with Sacro. Okay, so Code Vein. After Code Vein was. What was after Code Vein? Code Vein was a part of the guys. Shadows Die twice. Then it was. There were games after Shadows Die twice and yeah, Neo. Yeah, the first Neo was unexpected. It was an unexpected surprise. I remember that. Neo wasn't a part of From Software. Neo was at a launch date somewhere. They did the sneaking thing that because that's how they are. I'm sorry. No. Anyway, Neo, when Neo was put on the store to purchase, it was the same thing what From Software did. Neo isn't a part of the Soul series. Like, they have no connection. The people who made Neo, I saw Koei Tecmo. That's Dissidia NT. That's Final Fantasy Dissidia NT. Koei Tecmo did Neo. Yeah. So it's really a good game. Well, I've only played a little bit, but from the little I got, it was good. Let's see. Dark Souls 3 had content, and then that content was really. One of it wasn't bad. I can give any more information on Seiko because Seiko I didn't play. Oh, what a person said about Seiko was that she didn't like it. Yeah. I'm a little behind on the From Software titles. I shouldn't be behind. I saw my friend that he got platinum for Elden Ring. Code Vein, I heard it was a 5 out of 10. He gave it a 6 out of 10. Code Vein was okay. Content. The old Hunters content I really liked. I did that about 4 times. I ran through that adventure 4 times with the character, but I didn't like doing I didn't I, I didn't want to go through Bloodborne. My friend was like, "Oh, let's do Bloodborne," and then what was it? Ghost of Tsushima came out. And then my friend was like, I don't know. He didn't have, I don't know what his opinion was actually. I didn't know what I can't say what I don't know. So I don't know what his thought was at the time. I separated from him during Dark Souls 3. And he wanted me back or something, and I didn't know what to talk to him about. Like, meeting someone again after many years of being together with him as a friend. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I would have to, if I'm on Elden Ring, I would have to catch up with Sacro, but I don't want to go through that long track again. Sacro Shadows Die Twice, yeah, that's the full name of the game. I think I may have to go to a different area, start leveling up, because I've been an hour here being dead in the same area. That's not how I play. I advance. I'm talking because I'm making a video. Hopefully I get viewers. It. So what I'm gonna do here now, I'm not gonna go any further. I'm gonna keep fighting these birds till I get some experience points. That's it. That's how I play this game. That's how I played every Souls game. I still haven't learned anything of the Ashes of War. There's knowledge I still don't have that I should have already stored in my brain. The memorized spell. Yeah, I still have the weak spells. See, they still have the blue spear arrow. See, but this one's different. But they call it. This one's much smaller and it has less like physical looks. This one, I mean, less digital looks. This one's Glintstone Pebble. Then there's Swift, Glintstone Shard, and then Comet. It's just an advanced version. Their magic skills need uh, this is arcane magic, which is this is their their standard magic abilities. But if they could design different ones from the arcane, like I don't know, like a typhoon or something circular, something more different for the arcane, that would be nice. Like an array of spears or something that's just like falling from the sky or something. Not like hailstorm. Hailstorm is ice, but like a different, like some sort of shield. Like some, there are many creative ways to go about this, but these people just keep going with the same the same the same the same uh, the same style. Let's see. Yeah, there's the Flame of Frenzy, incantation, Poison Mist. That one is when the character puts his hand uh, in front of his mouth, and then he blows his hand, and then there's poison smoke that comes out and takes out all of the monsters little by little. Let's see, level up. No, I need 11,000. Yeah, okay, so this one isn't like Dark Souls. This one, from the very start of the game, it's a little expensive to level up because they really want you to train more. Yeah. I felt when they released Sacred Shadows Die Twice after Bloodborne, the old Hunters downloadable content, I felt like From Software didn't want to work anymore. I felt like those people didn't want to work anymore on titles. And then I noticed that they were there was a lot of work put into Sacro. And then I felt nauseous. And it wasn't that I didn't want to play anymore. I definitely did want to play more. I just felt like the atmosphere of the real world was going down. Like I felt like the world was going through a time of listening to Linkin Park music and Evanescence and all that stuff, you know. And that was what made me really think that things weren't gonna get any brighter from there. And surprisingly, some of it did. And we're going even brighter. I felt like the games were not gonna be okay. I felt like they were not gonna feel good when people like, not that the games were gonna feel good, that the people who played the games were not gonna feel good about the way they were. And that's what I came across. That's what happened to me. Not that that's what happened to me. That's the feeling that I got from every person who played these titles, that they said they were wishing the worst, and I wasn't doing that. I was I was thinking, are people gonna give up? Because I was somebody who cared about my friends, and I cared about the games too, and I wanted to see games looking good. And then I remember one day, Sega, the people who played Sega, backwards it's ages, Sega, who made Sonic the Hedgehog, which Sonic 2 was my first video game ever. Well, ever. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say ever. Sonic was the first video game I played. Sonic 2 was the first video game I ever played. I never played the first Sonic game. On the second game, it was on the second. Sonic 2 on the Sega Genesis was the first video game I've ever played. Sega and Square Enix teamed up and they made Balan Wonderland. And then I was so excited that was gonna come out near my birthday. When Balan Wonderland came out, the games were really bright, and I was like, oh wow, that's gonna be my finishing game. I'm gonna platinum that game, and I'm gonna get 100%. I delayed the game, and other games came out, and when other video games came out, it was all Dark Souls, and Final Fantasy was Devil May Cry and Dark Souls. All of that I just said was the whole truth of what went on in those times. That Dark Souls. So I didn't mean to say that it was truth, but it was the reason why I still see the sadness from from the people that wanted the greatest out of the game that never got it. But if I could have told the people back then that coming up with ideas after a while is really hard, they would have understood. And if those people were here today, those people from my past that were disappointed of games were still here, I could have told them that games right now not that they could have been. Right now, video games are being with people that were from other companies. That those people that were from other companies joined those people and made games together. So there was unity between. Right now, they're still going on with unity. The people from Square Enix teamed up with Sega to make good games. That's what started to happen after 2016. There was a lot of collaboration. The game Solstice, it looks like Devil May Cry, Stephanie Houston from Metal Gear 5. Look what's going on, you know? If I could tell them, if they were here right now, I would tell them that the games are still doing well. We're still getting great games, but they're still going through some dark stuff. And the connection is becoming collaborations that are keeping them up. What do you mean? What's going on? Okay. So I guess it's time for me to leave then. Alright. Alright, well, I'm gonna head out. We'll see if there's a new conversation. Well, we'll talk tomorrow. I'll be here, I'll be around. Alright, well, I'm gonna actually get out of this area. Sorry, I didn't mean to say actually, that's something I'm gonna wanna use. Oh, it's fast travel. Alright. We'll see if tomorrow I'll play with my friend DJ Breakwind. It's been a while since I've played with him, and I've not played with anybody in some time. Yeah, Chocobo Mystery Dungeon, I still have it. I still have it there. My friend from the UK, he got it recently, and he's on chapter 3. He was on chapter 3 when I spoke to him. I don't know what chapter he's gonna be on, but he's definitely gonna help me out on that one, and we'll talk. I'm gonna see if I can talk to him because I haven't been able to talk. But anyways, I'm gonna catch you guys later. All right.